you made it, but I already played this. Not interested. Open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me.
Hey everybody, and welcome to today's video. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can make this really cute donut mirror. So what you'll need will be a mirror, polymer clay or another type of clay, a knife, paint, glue, and also some glaze. If you want to, you can start off by covering your mirror with some plastic foil and tape it on the other side, and this is just going to make it easier to remove the clay later. And then you can take some clay. I am using Sculpey here, but you could also use another type of clay, for example air-dried clay. And I am using my hands to flatten down the clay. You want to keep on doing this until you have a clay piece that is as big as your mirror. You can then place your clay on your mirror and smooth out the edges a bit. And here I'm using the flat part of my knife to make the hole in the middle of the donut. And then you can take some more clay and start flattening it out. And once it is almost as big as your mirror, you can make the edges a bit uneven to make it look like drizzle. And you can then place it on the donut and gently press down to make it stick better. And by pressing down a little bit in the middle, you can find where the hole is, and then I use the other side of my knife again to make the hole for the icing. You can then remove the plastic foil and the clay should come off easily as well. I then put some plastic foil on the other side of the mirror and then took some more clay to make a round piece with the same size as the mirror. Then you can put it on the mirror and smooth out the edges, just like you did before, and again use something round to create the hole. And in order for my mirror to be able to open, I also had to cut off 2 pieces, so here I'm using my X-Acto knife to do that. If you want to, you could paint on the sprinkles later, but I wanted mine to stand out a little bit. So here I am rolling out some polymer clay to a thin line, and I am then cutting out some small pieces to make the sprinkles. And I then repeated this a bunch more times and baked them to create the sprinkles. And while I did that, I also baked the other clay pieces as well. And now it is time to glue together the mirror. But first I am painting in the middle of the mirror pieces, as this part will be visible through the hole, and I am also painting in the middle of the hole, as this would be very hard to do later. But once your paint has dried, you can go ahead and glue the donut pieces together. I also used some tape to make sure that the parts was secured really tightly to the mirror. And next it is time to give some color to your donut. Here I am painting the bun part with some craft paint, and I am covering the back as well. You can then paint on the glaze. I am using pink here, but you could use any color you'd like. And once your paint is fully dried, it is time to add the sprinkles. Here I am using some super glue to add them to the icing. And if you want to, you can also use some dry pastels to give it a more of a realistic look. And the only thing left to do now is to glaze your donut mirror. And then you are done! I think that this donut turned out so cute, and the size of it is not that far from a real donut. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for more fun DIYs. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!